Hello everyone and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we'll be starting with RWBY Volume 5 Chapter 1 Welcome to Haven. We checked out all the character shorts, which were amazing and gave us a little, I guess, backstory into our characters. So now we are ready to jump into this volume. Crow survived, everybody's fine. We need to get our girls back together as a team, so that's the goal, hopefully, for this volume. And yeah, without any further ado, if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction with an opening, you can find it on my Patreon, link is in the description below. Let's go.
The city of Mistral.
It's about time.
True.
Whose idea was it to walk again?
Well, we did face many obstacles. Broken airships, destroyed settlements.
Oh, and, you know, all those people and monsters that tried to murder us.
Yeah.
We were fine. Only one of us almost died.
Hey.
That's not funny, RWBY.
Hey.
And what was that?
So how much farther to Haven Academy?
Almost there. I'd have figured I'd take you kids on the scenic route.
Oh. Okay, it does. The volume has some stutter for the video itself. Hopefully this won't be throughout the whole episode or chapter, excuse me.
That's certainly something.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, look at all the weapons!
I guess
Vendors here are
saving the
afraid
time with
just
the
about whether they should or
animation.
They really made the most
Yeah,
of these moments.
love the art
not.
style.
Every inch. And stay away from the lower levels. But the higher up you go, the nicer it gets.
Is that
And
so?
we are going up!
Do we have an elevator? Hopefully so. Meanwhile, high up in the
So,
sky.
How much farther?
We're in the home stretch now. No more stops from here to Mistral. Sorry for the long trip. Keeping us off the radar's been harder than I thought. Lots of air traffic around northern Anima.
It's fine. I just hope I haven't been a burden.
You and your money are more than welcome on this ship, kid.
Huh. Okay. Money, money, money.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. Still over Lake Matsu. Shouldn't be picking up broadcasts this far from Mistral. Someone must be close.
Mayday! Mayday! We're a small passenger flight and our Huntress is down! We aren't equipped to deal with this!
Oh,
Okay.
man.
The Grim hit us 400 clicks north of the southern shoreline.
Okay, I'm sorry guys about the video or audio stutter.
We're going to help them, right?
What? No. I'm trying to avoid them.
But they'll die.
Look, if we picked up their transmission, I'm sure someone else did too. Besides, this is a cargo ship. She's not much good in a fight. I just want to finish this job and get home.
Okay.
Sorry, kid. My ship, my rules.
Kinda makes sense. There's no need for him to put a life on a line. That stuttering is really annoying. You reached the goal.
We made it.
Where is everyone though? Suspicious, right?
Hello? Hello? Maybe try louder?
There doesn't seem to
Thanks,
be
Nora.
anyone here.
Well, I guess school isn't really in session right now.
So this
Maybe
is
that's it.
Haven Academy?
No, this isn't right. Come on.
Wait for us!
Get ready.
Okay.
There could be trouble.
Wow.
Professor Lionheart?
Crow! For crying out loud, you nearly scared me half to death!
Me? Why weren't you waiting for us at the entrance?
Huh? Oh, right. Apologies. I guess time slipped away from me.
You're joking.
Where is everybody?
Ah, you must be the students Crow mentioned.
Yes, sir. Ruby Rose.
Jean Arc.
Nor Valkyrie.
Lyren.
Pleasure to meet you all. Leonardo Lionheart at your service.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid most of my staff is currently away until classes resume, but...
What? Leo, you can't be serious. Who's guarding the relic?
Crow, the children!
Already know. I filled them in. What do you mean your staff is away?
You filled them in?
So, is this not going at all like anyone thought it would?
Usually it goes like that. But yeah, the scaredy lion. Okay.
Unbelievable!
Total garbage. We can't let them get away with this.
Well, at least you two can finally agree on something.
What happened?
Guys, everything's gonna be okay.
Good evening, miss. Can I get you anything?
Just a little time to myself, if that's all right.
Sure thing. Just call if you need me.
Okay. Now we have additional guards.
You need better security.
Well.
Please, I just need to talk. How could you take the fall for them, Ilya? Blake, Corsic and Finnick blamed you. We confronted them tonight and they denied knowing anything, and everything we found on your scroll, it talked about how disappointed they were to hear that you'd sided with Adam. But you and I both know they're guilty. You can't prove anything.
Okay.
That scroll might not have been enough to lock them up, but it's enough to sway the Faunas here. When we go public tomorrow, they're not going to stand for any of it. And neither should you. Your plan isn't gonna work, Blake. Please. Just leave Menagerie before it's too late.
What do you know?
You're going to have to make me.
Oh.
I know.
Her eyes really don't look like the eyes of an enemy. Just a straight cat in a way. I mean, in her case, chameleon.
I have to say, Crow, this all seems very reckless, even for you.
No, reckless is leaving one of the relics completely unguarded. It's not checking in with Oz for ages.
There was nothing to check in about before the fall of Beacon, but since that day, Mistral has been in chaos. Vale wasn't the only kingdom to suffer that night. Everyone was watching. Every house in every kingdom saw that poor girl ripped to pieces. Some
Negative
monsters
emotions
crawling
all
city,
over the
and
place.
Indian knights attacking citizens. And then nothing. You could feel the dread in the air.
Okay.
With all that negativity, you can imagine what it was like when the Grim came for us.
I mean, not as hard as the beacon, but
reaching in the world, you know, and that makes it infinitely harder to protect.
okay, I can see that, yes.
We lost so many great huntsmen, teachers from this very institution.
That's a good reason to say they are gone.
What do you mean?
We may have dealt with the Grim, but the Mistral Council's still at odds with representatives from Atlas. First it was the dust embargo, now it's the closing of borders. I'm not sure what happened to James in Vale, but it seems to have only worsened some of his more unfortunate tendencies.
Right.
And on top of everything, we still don't know where the Spring Maiden is.
All the more reason we need the huntsman and huntresses here.
Okay. Things are bad. They're bad. But we can figure this out. Why is the Spring Maiden so important?
I thought you filled them in.
Mostly filled in. Look, there's a lot to cover, okay? I quit teaching for a reason.
Okay.
The four maidens each have the power to perform feats of magic. And they are the only ones capable of reaching the relics.
Oh.
What? The relics are each locked inside a chamber that can only be opened by a specific maiden. Winter for the gift of creation, summer for destruction, fall for choice, and spring for knowledge.
Ooh, interesting.
Spring is the problem.
What happened to her?
She was determined at first, when she inherited her powers. But the weight of responsibility proved to be too much for the child. She ran. Abandoned her training, everyone.
Wow.
That was over a decade.
Sounds like a Avatar.
There's no telling where she
The
could
Last
be now.
Airbender.
I know. At least, I have a pretty good idea.
Are you serious?
It's not exactly good news.
What are you
Okay.
talking about? This is incredible news! After all these years, where?
I did some digging around. Looks like after Spring ran away, she was picked up by bandits, specifically the Brownwind tribe.
Wait, Raven?
Raven.
Okay. I mean...
Yang's mom?
That's right. That's about where they've set up their main camp.
Oh,
It's where they fall back to after raids and scouting missions.
you have that info?
Raven's managed to gain a lot of followers since she returned to the tribe. And I'm sure when the Spring Maiden showed up, it only made things easier.
Well, Crow, I've got to hand it to you. With these coordinates, we can mount a retrieval force and head out in a few weeks.
Okay.
A few weeks?
That's right.
Copying files.
Leo, maybe
Okay.
you didn't hear me. My sister has the Spring Maiden, and I know where she is. We need to go as soon as possible.
You didn't need to do
And
that.
perhaps you didn't hear me. This kingdom is in shambles. As soon as possible does not mean tomorrow. It means as soon as I can convince the rest of the council that I need huntsmen more than they do. Unfortunately, bandit tribes aren't very high on their list of priorities when the threat of war is just on the horizon.
Then damn the council. We'll do it ourselves. You and I are trained huntsmen, and these kids aren't exactly pushovers.
Yeah!
True.
Perhaps there's a more peaceful way to approach this?
We need to get Spring as far away from here as possible. But Raven isn't going to give up her most prized possession without a fight.
Unfortunately, you and your sister are evenly matched, and I'm not the fighter I used to be. No offense, but these students and I can't take on an entire bandit tribe and a maiden that's no doubt had years to hone her skills. We need to be positive we can apprehend Spring, because if we fail, Raven and her tribe will scatter, and we'll be lost. We get one shot at this, and it needs to be perfect.
So he's kind of a strategist in a way.
You know, Oz wouldn't be happy with any of this if he were here.
Perhaps you're right, but he's not. I'm doing the very best I can.
There has to be
Right.
something we can
Wait.
do.
Oscar
That's
didn't
Cinder. She came with Emerald
meet
and Mercury from
with
Hayden. Do you have anything on
Crow
her?
yet.
We pulled their files after the fall of Beacon. Nothing but lies and forgeries.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I can't say this has been a warm reunion, Leo.
I'm sorry. I know you've all traveled a long way, but I will do everything I can to help.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
We'll stay in the city for the time being. Local comms are still up. Keep in touch.
Nice. Okay.
Come on, kids.
See ya later.
It was nice meeting you, Professor.
Likewise.
Well, he didn't pick up the books.
Leo, we have got to work on your improvisational skills.
Right. Dr. Watts. Huh. So, I mean, basically he's...
What do we do now?
You four head back to the house. I need a drink.
Oh, okay. Maybe Oscar will show up? Looks like the same scene that we saw.
Excuse me.
Yep, here we go. How did you find him, though?
You know, I don't think they allow kids in here, Pipsqueak.
That's insane how Oscar found Crow like that. I don't know. Maybe Ospin has a way of feeling where the crow is.
I'm supposed to tell you I'd like my cane back.
Still a very strange thing to say, and yet he is not surprised at all. In fact, it looks like a common Tuesday.
It's good to see you again, Oz.
Okay. Just right.
Aren't you a little young to be drinking?
Oh, water. It's hot out.
Oh, sure.
Did she ask what she wants?
Are you telling me you're too young to drink? You look like a regular huntress. And a beauty at that.
I'm good. Thanks, pal.
Oh, picking up trouble.
Not too bulky, not too lean. You're...
Just right. Yep. Like I said, I'm good.
And your hair.
Well. Ooh. Ouch, there goes a tooth. What was that? Okay, I guess he has a bouncing semblance.
This one's on the house. He's been driving me crazy.
PTSD from the fighting?
So, what brings you around these parts?
That's a cool way to open.
Thanks. And I'm, looking for someone.
Not many people come out here, too far from the kingdoms. Only person worth noting around here is, well,
Raven Bronwyn. Thanks again.
Now, Missy, you don't want to go messing with bandits. They're a world of trouble.
So I hear.
Thanks for the water.
Hey, girlie.
Seriously? This isn't over?
I heard you're looking for someone.
That guy will help? Where is Ruby? Oh. I honestly thought it will take longer time for us to meet together.
Can I help you?
But I guess it makes
is there
sense.
Ruby Rose here?
Very specific.
Why?
Where is Crow?
Well,
I found him.
I think her uncle could use some help.
I found him.
What is going on out there? Can't a girl read her comics in peace? Crow, did you get drunk again?
Maybe.
Oh,
He needed.
have silver eyes.
Okay.
Who are you?
Well, my name is Oscar Pine.
Oscar Pine?
But you probably know me as Professor Ozpen.
I did it.
Well, okay. That was a very nice chapter. I mean, we actually have seen everybody. That was kind of cool. It felt really as a new start, the continuation, the new beginning of, I mean, getting our characters together. And I mean, kind of didn't expect that we will already have Oscar coming into the team, but I mean, that just means that we are only getting started. So okay, first things first, we made it to Haven Academy. We met the headmaster, right, the Lionheart, who is currently, I mean, secretly working, or at least being blackmailed in a way to help Cinder. I mean, not Cinder, Salem, excuse me. Cinder is not the one that I'm, not the one in charge. But I guess currently Watts is in charge in the Haven, I guess. Or at least he's puppeteering behind the, I guess, the desk in a way. I mean, the Lionheart really looks like, I mean, the cowardly lion from the Oz, right? So, okay, I mean, and you see that the Ironwood already closed the borders and everything, and the dust embargo. So, yeah, that particular two things are very important for the Haven, right, or Mistral in general. So I mean, it explains how everything is so empty and there is no one around. I mean, they are just on the front lines, or I guess they were on the front lines defending the kingdom, because everybody that was looking at that festival, right? What happened there and the war that happened, everybody got so much negative emotions everywhere that it just attracted Grim to every kingdom, I guess. And yeah, Mr. is a very big continent, so I mean, accidentally that goes, a lot of manpower is needed to protect from a lot of Grim, so yeah, okay, I can see the problem and also the reason why there is no one around being, I mean, everybody kind of died, right? Or they are just elsewhere, okay? And yeah, I mean, Crow met, I mean, I guess Oscar came to Crow. I don't know how he was able to find him, but I guess he was like, the Ospin was probably like, just go into every single bar in the kingdom and, or in the bistro, right? Or Haven. Not sure if it's Mistral or no, I'm not sure which one is the city. I would assume Haven is the city, right? Because it's a Haven Academy, and Mistral is like the continent, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, they found each other, and I mean, he already met our team, so that was fast and very efficient. So and also there was a talk about the Spring Maiden that supposedly is with Raven, where I guess Yank is currently headed to, right? Also Wise having her own situation on the flying ship. I mean, yeah, the guy doesn't really want to sacrifice his life for someone. I mean, money talks most of the time. So yeah, and Blake has her own situation currently, trying to get the White Fang back to, I guess, what it previously was. But I guess Corsican Finnick, I guess, can just say, yeah, it's all Ilya's fault, and she will take that blame. I mean, she really doesn't want to hurt Blake, but if I guess the orders were up to, I mean, to dispose Blake, I'm actually not sure if she could do it, but she would definitely try it, right? Because she's really determined to the cause, whatever cause that may be, right, for the item at this point. So yeah, that's basically it. We didn't see the bad guys, or I guess Team Salem in this particular one, but everybody else was here. The opening is amazing. I mean, for the YouTube it will probably be edited out, but yeah, I will probably only keep the endings in the reactions. So yeah, that's basically it for this one, I believe. If I'm missing anything, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, if you enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications to be informed of my next reactions, gameplays, reviews, and other things you guys put in the comments below for me to check out. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!